What my closest friend just confessed about you left me speechless. It's strange how someone outside can see what I tried so hard to hide inside. They told me you still talk about me like I'm the one that got away, and now my heart doesn't know whether to ache or hope. My friend said you never stopped caring. You just got tired of pretending you didn't. And now I understand why I still feel you everywhere. When my closest friend confessed what you said about me, I realized you're still haunted by the love you thought you could erase. Hearing your name from their lips again stirred something I buried deep. Proof that the past still breathes inside me. My friend said you smiled when they mentioned my name, like your soul remembered something your mouth refused to admit. They confessed you still keep my messages, and suddenly I wasn't sure if I should cry or run back to you. My closest friend told me you've been avoiding places we used to go. I guess some memories still burn too bright to face. They said you still ask about me, quietly, as if love can only survive in whispers. My friend confessed you still defend me when others bring up our story, like part of you still believes in us. When they said you've been comparing everyone to me, I realized I never truly left your heart. My friend told me you never laugh the same way anymore, as if part of your joy stayed with me. They confessed you said losing me was your biggest mistake, and for a moment I forgot how to breathe. Hearing how you still think of me made every wound reopen, softer this time, like nostalgia with teeth. My friend said you're afraid to reach out because you think I've moved on. If only you knew how wrong that is. They told me you regret everything you said that night, and I realized I still remember every word too. My closest friend confessed you've been dreaming about me. Maybe our souls are still trying to finish what our hearts couldn't. When they said you look away when my name comes up, I knew the ache never truly left you. My friend said you still wear the bracelet I gave you. I didn't know something so small could carry so much memory. They confess that you call me your almost forever, and somehow that hurt more than goodbye. My closest friend told me you still can't talk about me without your voice breaking. Maybe love never really dies, it just hides. Hearing that you still replay our last day together made me realize we're both stuck in the same loop of what if. My friend confessed you still stalk my social media. I laughed, but deep down I felt the same ache you do. They said you once told them you're not looking for anyone because you're still healing from me. That's when I realized I'm still healing too. My closest friend said you looked sad when they mentioned my name, like the word itself carried all your regrets. They confessed you told them I made you believe in love again, and that losing me made you afraid of it. My friend said you said, they'll never understand what we had. And they're right. It was something cosmic. They told me you kept my photo because deleting it felt like deleting a part of your soul. My friend confessed that you still walk by the park where we first met, as if you're waiting for time to rewind. Hearing that you still look for me in strangers made my heart both ache and bloom. My closest friend said you've changed since I left. Quieter, distant, like your laughter got lost somewhere between us. They confessed you never talk about your new relationship because it always circles back to me. My friend told me you said I was your peace and your storm, and I think that's exactly what we share. They said you still have that playlist we made. You never deleted it, not even the sad songs. My closest friend confessed you still remember my birthday, even when you pretend not to. Hearing that you still ask if I'm happy broke me, because you were the only one who truly knew how to make me happy. My friend said you still talk about me in the past tense, but your eyes still speak in the present. They confessed that you said you'd choose me again, even if it ended the same way. My closest friend told me you miss the way I looked at you. I wonder if anyone's eyes ever felt like that again. They said you never replaced me. You just learned to live with the emptiness I left behind. Hearing that you still remember my laugh made me realize how much I miss yours. My friend confessed you once said, if they ever come back, I won't let them go again. I wish I heard that sooner. They said you still keep the letters I wrote, folded, worn, but never forgotten. My closest friend told me you've grown softer, like heartbreak humbled you. I guess pain can make angels out of us. They confess that you still drive past my street sometimes, just to feel close to something that used to be yours. My friend told me you still hesitate to date anyone new because no one feels like home the way I did. They confess that you once said, they'll always have a part of me. And that part is the one I still dream about. My closest friend told me you've been quieter lately, like your soul is still speaking my name in silence. They said you admitted that no one understands you the way I did, and I felt that truth in my bones. My friend confessed that you told them I was both your calm and your chaos. I guess that's why love felt like a storm. They said you still look at the sky when you think of me, as if the clouds carry the memory of us. My closest friend told me you're still trying to forget me by pretending you already did. They confessed you once said, if love hurts this much, it must have been real. And I couldn't agree more. My friend told me you still replay our last conversation in your head, wondering what you could have said differently. They said you never deleted our old texts, even though they haunt you every night. My closest friend confessed you said I ruined you for anyone else, and I didn't know whether to feel guilty or proud. They told me you still talk about the way I used to look at you, like I saw the real you before the world did. My friend confessed that you said losing me felt like losing a version of yourself that you'll never find again. They said you still think of me whenever you hear that one song, the one we danced to with our eyes closed. My closest friend told me you still can't walk by our favorite cafe without slowing down. They confessed that you once said, "If I ever love again, it'll only be a reflection of them." My friend said you tried to write me out of your story, but every chapter still begins with my name. They told me you still check your phone sometimes, hoping it's me, even though it never is. My closest friend confessed that you said, "I taught you how love could be both beautiful and brutal." They said you keep dreaming about the night we almost said forever. Maybe the universe still remembers what we didn't say. My friend told me you still can't explain why I left such a deep mark on you, and neither can I. They confessed you once told them you'd rather be alone than love someone halfway. That sounded like something I'd say. My closest friend said you still talk about how I made you feel seen. That's the thing about soul connections. They never fade. They told me you still hesitate to love again because you're afraid it'll never feel like us. My friend confessed that you miss the way I understood your silence. Not many people listen with their heart. They said you still dream about me standing in the rain. Maybe our memories live in storms now. My closest friend told me you keep asking the universe if we were meant to cross paths again. They confess that you once said I was your safest place, even when I was the one who broke you. My friend told me you never looked at anyone else the way you looked at me, like you were seeing forever. They said you still believe we met for a reason, even if we couldn't stay. My closest friend confessed you said my voice still echoes in your head sometimes, especially when you're lonely. They told me you still write about me, though you never let anyone read it. My friend confessed that you said they were the calm after my chaos. I never knew I meant peace to you. They said you still wear that old hoodie because it smells like the memories we left behind. My closest friend told me you keep wondering if I still think about you. The answer is every day. They confessed you once told them that letting me go was both your freedom and your prison. My friend said you stopped believing in timing after us, maybe because the universe was a little too late. They told me you still hesitate to visit the city we loved. Too many ghosts wearing my face. My closest friend confessed you once said, they were my home, but I left the lights on and never came back. They said you still smile when you hear my name, but your eyes tell a different story. My friend told me you keep my number saved, but never dare to call. I do the same. They confessed you once told them that love isn't supposed to hurt unless it's real. My closest friend said you still believe I'll walk back into your life when the universe is ready. They told me you still talk about how I changed you and how you wish I could see who you've become. My friend confessed that you once said they were my favorite heartbreak. That one sentence broke me twice. They said you still search for pieces of me in the faces of strangers. My closest friend told me you never loved anyone the same way again. You loved me like it was your last chance. They confessed you once said, if they ever need me, I'll still come running. And I believe you would. Oh.